15 perceptions of time while in a coma, according to Reddit. Number 15. Blood clot in the brain at 19 years old. Medical coma for 11 days. There was nothing, no dreams or anything. I had a bit of a flashback-like memory of someone trying to put an oxygen mask on my face, saying something like, "It's okay, I know you hate it, something, but you need the training." No idea if I made that up during the waking up phase or not, but I do remember a burning pain in my lungs associated with it. Then again, I was knocked off my tits on every anesthesia under the moon and had quite vivid, almost psychotic delusions for several days afterwards. Overall, no dreams or anything whatsoever associated with the coma itself. Edit, for clarity. The talking was directed at me, not someone else in the room, whether my mind made it up or not. That much I'm certain of. Edit 2. A couple of people have mentioned that what I experienced was probably real, and that it most likely was part of the procedure of weaning someone who's been in a coma for a longish period of time off of the ventilator and respirator. It's more or less the conclusion that I've come to myself over the years as well, although I guess I'll find out when I have my clinicals in intensive care sometime in the future. And I got the blood clot because of smoking a ton of cigarettes when I started around 15 to 16 years old. Don't smoke, kids, you dumb motherfuckers. Smoke that weed. Nothing's wrong with the weed. What?
I'm really glad you don't smoke cigarettes. Nicotine. Wouldn't want to ruin that voice of yours.
Wouldn't want to ruin that voice of yours. Stripes, ladies and gentlemen. Number 14. I've been in a coma twice, both from attempted suicide. In a coma for 2 weeks the first time, 10 days the second. Blackness. All I remember is blackness, but a soft black. It seemed to last a long time. I remember being very comfortable and warm. I did not hear voices or see anything in the light. If I did not know any better, this was the afterlife. Honestly, it was the most goddamn peaceful experience I've ever had. Think I may commit suicide again just to go into another coma. I'm joking, dude. Kyle, come on, man. You should have seen my face. You should have seen my face when I did it. Like I tipped my chin down and was like, you know what I mean? Oh my god. This guy's fucking brutal. Waking up was brutal. Wow, did I see the word brutal and then my mind put it into that? Because I didn't see brutal. Waking up was brutal for one.
Are you okay?
I'm here. For one, I was really upset that I didn't die. Like beyond inconsolable. Secondly, not only was I not dead, but I could not return to the safe cocoon of being in a coma. For the most part, I'm better. This is so unwatchable.
Oh, just keep going.
I don't fantasize about death anymore. Your Stripes whining because she doesn't want me to restart the video. Just please keep going, please. You shut up in there. You keep your head down. Don't rattle them chains. I've been in therapy for 2 years.
I really wish I had a little chain necklace to rattle on the mic.
Can I have some food, please? Look. I've been in therapy for 2 years, but I'd be if I didn't say that I miss the feeling of being in a coma. She misses the feeling. Oh man, that's rude for me to assume it was a woman. She can be whatever she wants to be. If I may ask, how was the attempt made that caused the coma? And she said an entire month's worth of Seroquel and Ambien. The pills, lots of them. I thought as much, but you can never tell. You hear horror stories. What?
I don't know. I have like cocoon-like naps once in a while. It's warm and comforting, and I wish I could have them on command, but I can't.
Well, sometimes all you need to Google are hot boobs. And, you can get knocked out in a good way. Number 13. I was in a coma for just over 2 days, blacked out on Saturday night and woke up on Tuesday. No concept of how much time passed. It felt like a long nap. Well, it's funny because there's this one Reddit story about like a guy who lived a completely different life in that coma. I'm pretty sure I've read it before.
I think they'll pop up in this thread, honestly.
I doubt it, man.
It's one of them.
I doubt it. But the crazy thing about this is how inconsistent everybody is with that kind of crap. Because I remember that guy getting tons of heat from people saying how it was impossible. You know what I mean? Because everybody now apparently is just having the same kind of blackout, like I was drunk, and then I woke up type experience. The top comment here reads, Sometimes I think death would feel like that, except there would be no waking up, so you won't know it just the end. It just the end indeed. And if you go on the route of Abrahamic religions, then I think it should be the same. You die and then you wake up and look around and it's the resurrection day. Cute. Okay?
I want to imagine that comas are more like they are in Over the Garden Wall. But maybe that's just me. I want to be in a swamp.
You want to go on some crazy adventure while you have like a dying dream. That's less of a flashback of your life flashing before your eyes and more like a wonderful adventure where you have to destroy the One Ring. Do 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 do, Mr. Frodo. Do 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 do. I'll never leave you, oh Samwise. Do 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 do. Sorry, God. I remember there was an ask similar to this about people being knocked unconscious or something. One guy experienced years and years of a life in just a few minutes. He had an experience of falling in love, getting married, having kids, seeing them grow up. And he only came out of it after noticing a lamp. That's the story that we're talking about.
Yeah. There's the footnotes of something that happened in that thread.
And the link is purple, so you know that I've visited this before. The real question now, because I've uploaded hundreds of YouTube videos, is where is this video? Do you know what I mean?
It wasn't that old. It's pretty recent.
I wonder if I named it in a way that would have made it easy to find. Coma Life. Kyle Coma Life.
Oh, no. Maybe you read it singularly, but it was also part of a list that I was a part of.
20 saddest life details no one knows.
That's not it. Look up Coma on your channel.
I'm just going to look up Kyle and then Coma. Huh. I don't know, there's just a link to my subreddit, which is weird. Look, man, nothing's loading well. Throw away my last semester. Should I read it again?
Nah.
Yeah, it's a story of a guy who literally went through a lot of like a fucking life in his coma. But a million people were messaging the guy saying that it's not possible.
Now he's severely depressed and
he's saying, I've had many private messages describing similar experiences and 3 posters stating such experiences are impossible.
I only remember the ending where he once in a while he'll see the son he had in the dream when he's always a kid, like a little kid.
Yeah, because you would remember the most charming human aspect of it. You're a woman, and the reason that they put love stories in freaking, shit that we try to enjoy, okay? But there's got to be some dumb bitch that fumbles onto the screen, and she's all like, "Oh, but what about me?" And then the guy's like, "I think I love you." And then the music plays.
I never identify with those folky little chicks that they want to have as arm candy. I never identify as them, so I don't know what you're trying to pin on me right now. I honestly don't.
Number 11, maybe. I was in an induced coma on life support for 16 days. My last memory of being put to sleep was a nurse coming into my room and saying that the anesthetist, oh my god, the anesthetist, is that how that's pronounced?
Anesthetic.
I would pronounce this anesthetist.
Well,
and I don't know why, because I thought anesthesiologist was a word.
Oh, were we talking about the doctor? I thought we were talking about the medicine.
Dude, Google's taking so long to load everything because I'm rendering the fucking video from the last one. A medical specialist who administers anesthetics. So what is an anesthesiologist?
Anesthesiologist.
Anesthesiologists are medical doctors who specialize in giving patients anesthesia. An anesthetist is a medical specialist who administers anesthetics. So one's more special than the other? I don't understand. Is this two words for the same thing?
I think they're essentially the same thing.
How dare you, Stripes? What the fuck were you thinking when you were handling the English? You know, I create a universe in a matter of days, and you get the simple tasks, right? So now we got all these languages, right? That apparently all the humans are trying to make like the main language, right? And they've got all these words for the same thing.
Oh, why are you pinning this on me?
This is coming out of your paycheck.
Okay, well, I guess I'll give you 1 coin chip instead of the 3 you give me.
Where'd you get that one? 1 coin chip.
Just keep reading.
My last memory of being put to sleep was the nurse saying that the anesthetist was here and they were going to intubate me. Then it was nothing, no sensations whatsoever. I have no memory at all of being under. Then they decided to wake me up. I've written about this before, so I will copy from my history. Oh, kill me, bro. Oh, kill me. I don't remember anything while in the coma. After about 12 days on ECMO, my lungs had recovered enough for them to remove it and begin to wake me up. I'm not sure for how long they were reducing the medication, but I didn't wake up quickly. I drifted in and out and coughed I drifted. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I drifted in and out of consciousness for what my girlfriend said was about 24 hours before I know now that what I was having were dreams and hallucinations. Were dreams.
Are you having a stroke?
Only donations will save my life. I know now that what I was having were dreams and hallucinations, but my God, I was living it at the time. These are the dreams. I was at a train station, and looking for a drug dealer to buy some ice cream from. I had never bought or used ice cream in my life. Oh, nigga, what? It doesn't say ice cream at all. It just says ice, Stripes. I apologize, okay?
Maybe in the context of the dream, ice cream is some kind of hot commercial.
No. That was the image that I was trying to paint myself because maybe I wanted this to be a fantastic and wonderful story. And I would write a story where ice cream is like fucking banned, homie. And like you gotta buy it from dealers. Hell yeah. I got that good ice cream. How you keeping it cold, man? It's going hot right now. You better buy this off me quick. Oh no, that ice cream melting? That's right.
So are like people jonesing for
I gotta get my ice cream, man.
for a break freeze? Is that Lehigh?
Ice cream, you got that chocolate. I need that chocolate. This isn't funny. This is funny to like 3 people, and everybody else is mad as hell. Maybe that's like that. Maybe that's what we live for. It's just pissing off the people who came in here and wanted people to just read, because then they'll leave really whiny comments about how you just need to read because.
I assume you have some self-destructive tendencies because you involve me in these.
Nah, man. If you weren't here, I would just get bummed out and kill myself.
Oh, that's actually really nice to know.
Oh, you're making it into a sweet thing because you're a woman. Jesus Christ. Speaking of sweets, the story isn't about ice cream. I was at a train station, and I was looking for a drug dealer to buy ice from. Okay? That's a drug. You feel me? Actually, ice is what they call, meth?
Maybe. So wait, if it's ice cream, is it just like lotion form? Does it come in lotion form? Can you absorb it through the skin?
Wait, ice? Meth. Yeah, it's meth. It's a form of meth. And they call it that because it looks like ice. Hilarious. I was at a train station. I was looking for a drug dealer to buy some meth from. Jesus. I had never bought or used meth in my life, and I didn't know how to go about getting some. So I was loitering around the station, not doing anything, just looking for signs of someone dealing. I was feeling as nervous as hell. as nervous as hell. I thought I read that wrong for a second. And I had the feeling that people were noticing me. I started to feel increasingly paranoid and scared. 2 police approached me to tell me that they know what I'm doing. And they point a car full of people and say, those people are going to kill you. I asked the police if they can help me, and they say, no, you brought this on yourself. We can't do anything. Now I'm really frightened. I've never been so scared in my life. I asked the police again if they can help me, and they laugh and shake their heads and say no. I wake up slightly at this point, but I still feel the overwhelming fear. I see through a haze someone standing over me and feel a huge force push into my chest. I try to scream but can't speak, and I'm back in a different dream. Incidentally, I later found out that the pressure I felt was on my chest was from the echocardiogram. Echocardiogram.
What is echo an abbreviation for?
It's not an abbreviation.
Oh.
Something. There's something called an echocardiogram.
Right. Well, I guess that answers that.
I'm being held in a room at a Hungry Jack's store. The manager is there, and he is very angry at me. Apparently, I threw a drink. We're reading a man's dream, but I guess that's what this video is about. So, like, I'm getting impatient and, like, ADD, and it's because we try to do 2 of these back to back. I really fucked up here. I dropped the ball. I apologize, subscribers. You know, maybe me being giggly and weird is what you get down on, you know, so.
Certainly is what I get down on.
It certainly is what I get down on. My name is Stripes.
So hopefully if you guys can't get down on me, man, then this video's got enough stripes in it to just wax your whistle.
People not like you.
Do people say wax your whistle? Is that been something that somebody said before? Wax your whistle.
It looks like you coined something.
Wow, we whistle wax candy. Ye gods, I loved these things. Wow, we whistle.
Wow, we whistle.
What the hell is going on? In the 70s, food of the 70s, the wow, we whistle. What the fuck, man? Look, I'm ADD. I can't finish the story, and I'm Googling things that I'm making up, and then they're actually things, man. Wowee.
Try to, like, fit in how ice cream came to this, and then I see that it was just, like, your mind replacing a word.
My mind. Mind quad. We'll be right back. I'm now in a pub. No, wait, you skipped? Did I skip?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, God. Then I skipped to fishing. I'm sitting in a boat, and the fisheries office is there with me. I've been caught fishing without a license, and he is holding me in the boat. I feel ashamed of myself. I knew I needed a license, spelled Licence. No, but I decided to not get one. He says to me, "You really are getting in trouble, don't ya? You also don't know how to spell license. You better bend over right now. I'm gonna take this cricket bat upside your ass." Come, Kyle! Oh my God, just read the story.
I like to imagine people just pounding their fist on the desk.
On their desk, like, I want to read the story. Well, my day is ruined. Look, why are we laughing at the, like, hypothetical potential misery of somebody who came for me to read something and are instead getting me completely, like, checked out of some guys rambling on about some dumb invention when that's the subject of the list? Why did I pick the list if the subject matter itself was, I didn't think it was going to be this boring, did you? Because the first 4 were just like, so I didn't experience anything. Next, so I didn't experience anything either. Next, me, it was really black. It was really black. And then I came back, but I was like, maybe I was dreaming, but maybe that was real. And then people were writing to him, so they edit their own post and go, okay, so it turns out, based on people commenting to me, that what I went through was real. I'm just going to skip this one. Somebody else says, I couldn't wake up. Wake me up, I could hear someone call my name. It is an Evanescence reference. Save me! Man, the commenter beat me to the joke. Do you understand me?
I understand.
Unexpected Evanescence. That's a Reddit. Of course that's a thing. But let's stay. Look, it's on topic.
You
Okay.
know,
What?
people choose to involve you in their day through these videos.
Nah, man, we got to make it seem as if we're forcing everybody at gunpoint to watch these videos, so they have tons of right to be upset, you know, with all the money that they don't donate to me, except for Mr. Duding and everybody else that does donate and get stuff off.
People are
Amazon.
just looking for a reason to be upset, you know?
Look, I appreciate that ramen that somebody sent more than life, though. It's so cute. And, like, I love them.
I love you.
Sorry. I was in a medically induced coma for 2 weeks, and I had no perception of time. I was in an accident, put into the coma by the doctors, then awoke on a later date. The drugs gave me crazy dreams for the next month in the hospital, but I have no memory of anything during the time I was in a coma. Should have kept a video log, homie. Captain's log. Stardate. Monkey juice. I feel like I'm gonna like barf here, but at the same time I'm also hungry, but I don't have the money to spend on gingerbread cookies.
You don't like gingerbread?
Are gingerbread cookies something that people even make? Am I making that up?
People make gingerbread cookies.
Is that the type of cookie where like they make a little man?
Yes.
The gingerbread man. I think this list is aging me. And maybe I'm starting to slip into a coma.
No, I feel like you're like reverting to some kind of 8-year-old child.
Shut.
It's not aging you.
Oh yeah, okay. You know what? Like I'm gonna get on my bike and I'm gonna ride down to the park and we'll see who's 8 years old for real. The drugs gave me crazy dreams. Okay, the music just stopped. That's not good. I have reason to believe that this thing's not going to record us well if the music froze just now, which means that it's probably buckling under the pressure of editing this stupid video that we had to edit because we accidentally flashed a penis in the fucking video. What a world, man. I really fucked up today, flashing that penis. Why did I go to Live Leak at all? It wouldn't have been there unless it had something that was completely unnecessary. And maybe if it was just a dude getting shot in the head, I'd be like, man, just leave it in there, whatever. But it was a gross little shriveled elephant pee-pee. Okay?
That's a weird standard you've got.
An elephant trunk of a pee-pee. What do you mean weird standard? So I'd leave the guy getting shot in the head in, but not the pee-pee?
No. Yeah, but like, it's okay to watch a man die, but God forbid if there's a penis there for a few seconds.
Nigga, I don't make the rules of YouTube. Do you understand me? I don't make these fucking rules.
It's not a criticism on you. It's the rules in general.
Yeah, it's the world in general, man. The fact that we can't have titties on fucking television means that everybody's not well adjusted and girls get raped more. That's right. I said it. And I dare you to take this out of fucking context and put it in its own video. I would go as far to make it known that America going as far as to I want to say make breasts super sacred in that they can't be showed on television and we're going to censor them, makes it so that they're sexualized even more than they are. A naked female body shouldn't always be subject to sexual objectification. And the fact that, you know, it isn't on TV as often as perhaps it could be, or it isn't on a billboard, or it's been made taboo, means that when the clothes do come off, because everybody's conditioned that this is something that should be hidden, it's essentially something to be looked at now. So yeah, I'd make the leap. You know, maybe you have a problem with me saying this next phrase, but I would say more women are getting raped by people censoring the naked body than would be raped if they were just titties. It's no big deal, you know what I mean? But yeah, now you're giving these crazy people a prize, something to see when they rip those clothes off, and oh man, they're popping that boner hard because oh man, jeez, look at those titties. I never see those titties ever. TV tells me those titties are bad, but they look so good, they look so juicy, and they're great. You wouldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole, would you, Stripes? Oh God, we gotta finish this list, man. We gotta finish this list. What's Kyle talking about? The video. These are all just gonna turn into like Kyle rants, huh?
Coming as jaded as they are to like I guess a handsome man's torso as they are to a woman's.
Yeah.
If it was commonplace, it wouldn't be so objectified, I would say. What? Past that subject, maybe you should keep going.
Maybe. Just blackness, honestly. Dude, everybody. What a non-list this has been. Why are people upvoting this shit? I woke up what seemed to be 5 minutes later after I aspirated. I'm not reading this. I was in a coma for 4 or 5 days. I woke up 2 days into it and pulled out my vent and feeding tube and punched a nurse. I don't remember that at all. Then when I came out again, I was in the process of trying to punch a different nurse. Then I realized where I was and I calmed down. Last thing I remembered was getting onto a helicopter. Then I woke up, no in between. See, at least this one was cute. He was punching everybody. Are you another nurse? Here's a punch for you. A punch for a nurse. The book. So a coma turned you into an angry drunk. I think the concussion and extended doses of propofol did that. Oh, tacos are people too, is this guy's name. See, that was the first entertaining comment in this whole fucking video. And you know what it is? Maybe I've turned into a fucking white girl that needs to go watch some Vines or something, because my attention can't be kept unless I have somebody as provocative as tacos are people too leaving comments about punching nurses and in what's clearly the most impressive anecdote of this entire fucking post. Let's go on. 8 days felt like 10 minutes of sleep, no dreaming. Blackness again. I was in a coma for a big head concussion resulted from a car accident. It's no different from being asleep. The only difference is that you wake up thirsty.
I wake up thirsty every morning. So would it just be the same?
No recall during, but upon waking I felt like my body was brand new, sort of like a baby might. It was a feeling I had never had before, nor will likely again. Let's see what the comments read here. Unless you have another coma.
No, I've had that feeling before after coming out of anesthetic.
Sorry, coma again?
Okay.
Coma, chameleon. No? Coma by Lord. Coma by a coma batata. That's enough, okay?
Oh no.
That's enough. What?
I suppose I used to have ulcers, didn't I?
Yeah, you've also told the lists that you used to have ulcers. I think my body is slowly trying to kill me, so if we don't get through this list here,
this will be your legacy.
That I died reading a list on YouTube, and that somebody uploaded it. That'll be the real mystery. Who uploaded that video where Kyle died? It's a guy that broke into the house and stood at the top of the staircase. Wait, that was in the last video, the one that we had to edit out. So until they watch that one, they won't know. So I gotta wait and then upload that. What a world, man. I've been slacking on the channel, but I need money, so I can't just be recording these lists where I can't even focus. This is like when I gotta do a billion takes on a professional project, man, because I'm just crazy. I'm just crazy. I think you have to be, you know? To produce anything good, you gotta be a little crazy. I was in a coma for a week after surgery. To me, it was instant. The odd part, my mom talked to me while I was in the coma, and I remember the things she said. She talked about raising me, the funny things I did, etc. When my mom passed away in 2007, she fell asleep first. We knew she wouldn't wake up again, so I talked to her about how an amazing mom she was. Oh. I talked to her for hours until she took her last breath. I hope she heard me. I wasn't always a good son. Damn, Stripes. So because I'm a skeptic, we're going to go flying into this guy's user history and we're going to see just what no sleep and writing prompt Reddit this guy's all over. I wasn't always a good son. What a fantastic writing device he has conjured here. Okay, he doesn't have that much in the way of comment karma, but all I want to see are his top comments. If there's no writing prompts or no sleep or anything like that, then this guy gets a free pass, okay? This is his top comment. I totally understand that. He makes comments in documentaries, movies, asks Reddit, life pro tips. You know, dude, I think this guy's legit, Stripes. I think we found the first guy who wasn't just trying to milk some karma with a made-up piece of shit. Good job. This guy's legit. I appreciate this guy. Aww. When my dad was passing away, he had brain cancer for about 2.5 years. He lost his functions, slowly one at a time. He couldn't walk or open his eyes or sit up or eat at the end. He just lay there, and it looked like he was asleep. I wasn't sure he could hear because he wasn't capable of responding. But the last day I was with him, I held his hand and told him how lucky I was to have him as a dad, and that I loved him more than anything, even though we may not see each other again. And he cried. He couldn't talk or open his eyes, but I know he heard me. And it's comforting to know that he knows how I felt, and I got to say goodbye and he heard it. And now I'm crying, says some douche. On to the next comment, ladies and gentlemen. Is this the top one? This is the second to last one. My dad was in an... What?
It was an edit, but why is it like...
Why isn't it a year long? It's a real question. My dad was in and out of a coma for about 18 months. He had a dream of being a Chinese watchmaker in the 18th century fishing town, which is extremely long and complex. The memories from his dream are so vivid and span such a large amount of time that he thinks it was actually him revisiting a past life. What the fuck?
No.
Edit.
No.
Hi everyone. Thanks for taking interest in one of our family stories. I've gotten this much attention on Reddit since the time I lost weight and thought that my ribs were cancer. If I had known that so many people would read it and get so engaged, I would have phrased this story a little more clearly.
Don't let this guy stroke his dick on Reddit, Kyle.
You don't know that this guy's like not legit. So let's just take a look at this guy's history. It can't be. Yeah, man. Double Z, double E, double A, double Z, double E, double A. He's got a lot of comment card on. Maybe this nigga spends too much time on this fucking page. So let's go ahead and read the top. Fat Logic. Oh, isn't that like the new God.
Only the one he talks about his rib.
No. Ask Reddit relationships. Fat Logic. I think Fat Logic is the new fat people hate. I don't know because I don't go there. Wanna go?
Yes.
Pretty sure Fat Logic is the new fat people hate. But how have they managed not to get taken down? Because the community isn't as big as the old one was.
Let me feel better about not being quite as robust as these people.
Stripes. So to clarify some of the questions asked, first of all, my dad had a disease that aggressively attacked the nervous system, which is why the brain wasn't working properly during the time which this dream happened. This is different to a medically induced coma where a person is knocked out and let their brain rest. Dad was in a horrible pain and was on the kind of drugs that could have made him hallucinate vividly. He would also drift in and out of consciousness, so he was aware that my mom and I were still around and that the real world was real. He never really doubted this and is very happy to be back in the land of the living. Prior to his dream, my dad was already a Cantonese speaker who had an interest in Chinese history and watches. He also grew up in Chinese country, not mainland China. It's quite possible that he was actually speaking Chinese in his dream, although it probably wouldn't have been the right dialect for the area or the era. He is keen on watches, but didn't wake up with watchmaking skills. He owns artwork of Chinese harbor scenes, so it's easy to get the idea of where his brain was plucking out these ideas. They all really suit his character, personal history, and interests. He doesn't really like any fictional TV shows or movies. Dude, I thought we were going to get the story, not like your dad.
The backstory of why he was dreaming.
Look, the top comment here reads, 1 second I'm inside my friend's car, and the next I'm in the hospital about a few days later. I have no recollection of what happened in between in the dreams. I have no recollection of what happened in between and no dreams. Just in the blink of an eye, I was in the bed. Now, this is what we've reached a part of the video at the end that I'm gonna start calling Papa Kyle's Corner. Right? You ready for Kyle's Corner? Stripes?
Are you gonna make an intro for that too?
Kyle's Corner. No. It's gotta that was stupid enough. Yeah. That was fucking stupid enough. Kyle's corner.
Can it be different every time?
Yeah, it's gonna be me struggling to remember what the fuck it is every time, and then I'll just say Kyle's corner. Kyle's corner. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man. Anyway, listen. I'm an imaginative guy, or maybe I know shit that you don't. So buckle the fuck up and listen. This whole thread was not what you expected it to be, was it? Okay? It was you wanted to come in here and get what was your perception of time during in a coma, and 9 out of 10 of the fucking answers were there was no perception of time. It was just like I went to sleep and then I woke up, bro. Now listen to me. Maybe there's something that they don't want you to know. Okay? Okay? Maybe there's something that they don't want you to know. Here's where things get crazy, okay? What if the industry knows that everyone is in pain, is going through horrifying hallucinations, nightmare realities when they're in a coma, but the only thing to do to control the population is to have them believe that you're just sleeping and that nothing's going on? What if we're living something not so closest to reality as we believe, and that when people fall into a coma, they access a realer version of reality, and that it is the most closely guarded secret that people need to keep under wraps here about the comas? So what if this is the government's way, by, upvoting using bots and all kind of bullshit like this, the idea that, dude, comas are just blackness, So, definitely don't try to get into a coma yourself. There's nothing there. There's nothing interesting happening. How do you feel about that?
Do you think there are any screenwriters listening right now that are itching to take your idea?
Look, all I want is like $100. Okay, I got bills to pay. That's it. That's not a lot for taking it and adapting it into something that's going to get you an ass load of fucking views on the internet, which is where you should be seeking to get this put out, and not on some kind of fucking network, unless it's Netflix, because honestly, man, you're just going to lose. You're just going to lose a whole bunch of money. People aren't watching TV, man. So all I want is like $100. You guys know where the PayPal is. I should type that in with you so that, it's nice and easy. PayPal.me/CYAEL. You can do it. Believe in yourself.
What
okay?
happens when you enter it, though? What does it look like? How do they know in the right place?
Oh my God, are you helping me with this shill shit?
How would they do that there, Kyle? I mean, if I wanted to just, donate to you, how would I know I was on the right page?
So what's gonna happen is it's gonna load up. There you get some information about the Kyle too. Ooh, did you know? I'm kidding. Look, this has been Papa Kyle's corner, okay? Where I just spew some bullshit about how comas are actually a gateway into an alternate dimension where shit's really real. It's a real shit. Oh, yeah.
If you will, Kyle.
Let's check out the front page of Reddit while we're here and then talk about it. We can do these at the end of videos now. Plankton's analysis of Michael Phelps.
Only when you're particularly disappointed, I guess.
This is all lame. Oh, Kenny Baker's dead, the actor behind R2-D2. That's sad.
Was he in the last movie?
I think he was. I don't know. I don't think they would put that man in that suit again. So maybe he was on set or something. But nothing like in the movie. That would be nuts.
Oh, sad.
Either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you. We'll catch you later. Let's do something crazy later.